Okay, Jolly Dolly. Okay, Jolly Dolly. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of. So I've gone for a bigger area, and what we're going to do, we are now going to do the long hair girlies. So I'm just going to pop those in there. Now I'm going to wash them very carefully because this tends to fade slightly, so I'm just going to run them through water so it takes away the dust. I'm just going to run them in and take them out. So we're going to do the dual hair girlies. So I'm just going to throw that in there quickly. So we've got Barbie, we've got Midges, thin. Because that fabric is metallic, it does fade ever so. So I don't want that to happen because they are still in pretty good condition. So I'm just going to quickly run them in water so we can get away, can get all this stuff out. And that's gone inwards. You know, if you're worried about washing these type of garments, maybe just a little soft damp cloth, just to run them on. You don't need much, just need a tiny little bit of, just mainly so. Now I'm going to pop that to the side. Let's go with that brass. Just take the dust away. They are not dirty. So I'm just going to close the Velcro. Need to do Teresa next. I'm just going to throw the thin. Throw her other bits in there. Just give them a refresh. Just so the fabric doesn't suffer too much because it is delicate. And I've seen some of them fade with time. So we ran those in water. Now pop them on to dry. Now we are going to, I'm going to start with Midge because her head came off as I thought it would. So we're just going to dunk her in there, like so. Now the water is not extremely hot. This head doesn't need boiling water. Lukewarm water will make it just as good. And I'm trying to be careful with the earrings as well because they are that shiny metallic stuff and it does come off. I'm just going to pop it to the side for a bit. Once I grab my shampoo, so we're going to use the Barbie shampoo, which smells gorgeous by the way. I got it from Amazon a while back and they were doing 2 for 1, which was great. So again, I'm just going to, when I shampoo my dolls, I'm quite careful. I don't tend to be rough with my darlings. Just going to wash her face as well. Let's get her face all nice and washed so it's nice and clean. When I'm doing new dolls, Dollies, I tend to wash their heads whilst it's still not attached to the body, because especially if it's a new made to move body, I don't tend to. Let's just gonna crouch a little bit. God, this hair is so long. But I'm just gonna. I tend to just run my shampoo down and then rinse. And clean a couple of times. Just going to do one more, especially at the top here. So I need to find the edge of the body. And I just rub it slightly, like so. I've been putting off doing these videos because I didn't think I had the space to do it, but we quickly adapt. Well, if it's a new, like I was saying, if it's a new made-to-move body, I don't tend to wash it because I don't want water in the joints and stuff. So now I'm just going to, I'm going to put some conditioner on her. Dunk her in there for a little bit. Not too long because I don't want those earrings to start peeling off, as they often do. I'm just going to run the conditioner down, like so. Sorry, this hair is so long, it's almost out of shot, but just making sure that we've got all that conditioner in there. And then it should be easy to just comb it. See how easy it is to comb without fighting the hair. Just combs quite easily. Yes, there are a few tangles in there, but that's because the hair hasn't been played with in quite some time. If you can remove your earrings, do so. Expect some shedding, because I don't use glue on my dolls, but we are just going to. Can you see her? God. Okay, so now Midge is done. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more conditioner on her ends and let her soak for a little bit. Just a little squeeze. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on those ends. And I'm going to set it to the side. And then once the other two are done, I will rinse them all together. Let's do Barbie next. So Barbie's going in the bath. You see how long this hair is? Those are her toes, and I think that the other hair is about this much longer, and I went and added even more hair. Call me crazy. And sometimes when I'm doing my dolls, especially, well, normally I run the shower ahead, and that's how I do them, because it's easier and I haven't got a camera to focus on. But we didn't. I'm just going to run some shampoo. And I'm going to wash this hair like so. Now this hair is supposed to mimic human hair. At least that's what they claim in their selling description. And it does move quite well, even when you cut it. Like, I've done a couple of dolls that were like waist length hair and the hair still has a lot of movement. Let's wash her face as well. And then we're going to wash her body. I'm just running my hands down. wash her little body. Make sure that she's nice and clean. I've got a few ideas that I want to do. That were meant to be mermaid, but I just didn't have enough time, so I'm thinking I don't want to wait another year to carry on doing projects, and then if something else happens, then I'm just going to disappoint myself, and I don't want to disappoint those who are still watching my videos. There's a few, not many, very few, so I do appreciate you. If you're watching my videos, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because they do, and I believe that any other content creator out there will tell you that a lot of thought goes into these videos, time, that you have to make them, and then you've got to edit, you've got to make, and you want to make them as aesthetically pleasing as possible. I'm just washing her a bit more. But, we don't all live in perfect little places that we can happily display our collections and stuff. I'm still, a lot of stuff has happened in the few years, and they have put kind of a stop on what I want to do and how I want to display my dolls and such. But like I say, it is what it is, and we just have to do the best we can. So if my videos are not aesthetically perfect, it's only because I haven't got the means to do so right now. But one day I will. So now I'm just going to put some conditioner on her. It's almost impossible to keep this hair out of water. So that's conditioner that I'm running down. And when I condition them, I just run it down. I don't drown it in conditioner, because if you don't rinse conditioner properly, so those are her ends. And you see, it's not that difficult to untangle. It's almost like actual natural hair, but it's fiber. So it will get better, because I'm a firm believer that things can only get better, even when it doesn't seem like it. Because this hair is so long, it's not possible to do it on camera like I would like to. Maybe one day, but I'm just smoothing it down. And when like I said previously, when I boil wash my dolls, the first thing I'll do, I'll grab a very thin, even a thinner tooth comb, and I run it down immediately. And sometimes I pour the hot water and just bring the hair down, and that makes it lay extremely flat. If you like your dolls to have like good laid hair with no kinks, that's my tip. But I don't feel these dolls actually need hot water. What I do is, so that's Barbie done. She's got her conditioner on. I'm going to put it to the side, and the next one that we're going to do is Teresa. Now Teresa's hair is the finest here. So just going to dunk it in the water, because the darker hair fibers are thinner, which makes it even better for doll reboots. And it does behave like human hair, even more so than the blonde. And the red hair has texture, but if any of Jollie Dollies has red hair is very resistant and very thick naturally. So, and it's naturally beautiful as well. It's a rare color, and yes, it has had some stigma to it, but I do like red hair. And I do think that people that have red hair have usually quite good manes, so to speak. Because their hair is thick in texture, like their strands are stronger. So I'm just shampooing this hair. I think this hair might be 22 to 24 inches long, so it's a lot of hair. Let's just give her a little face a wash. And her body. Now these dolls were quite well looked after. And apart from Midge, whose poor head has disconnected from her body, but we can fix that. I would love to put more 90s girlies onto Made to Move bodies, because I think it brings them out, I think it brings them to life quite well. And I am using the shampoo as my body, because they might as well smell the same. So Teresa's head is also softer than the other two. Her vinyl is softer, so it does bob a bit more. So I'm just putting conditioner on it. The next reboot I do, if you guys are interested, I'm just gonna comb it. This hair is a lot easier to comb as well, because the next reboot I'll do will be shorter hair, so it'll be easier for me to be on camera with the hair, because it won't be as long. I'm just combing it through, and it combs really well, as you can see. So after this, I will just let them sit for a little bit. They don't need a lot of time with conditioner on, because this is synthetic hair. Synthetic hair is not human hair, so it doesn't need all that stuff. I think it just makes us feel better that we are washing and conditioning. But sometimes I just wash their hair and don't even condition it, because it doesn't need to. So, right, now we can go to Midge. So Midge has been in there for a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this water out and let it run. And I am going to grab my shower head. And I'm just going to rinse the hair. This is what I would do with a normal hair or a normal redo. I hope you heard that, but that's what I normally do with my Dollies. And sometimes I just run it under the tap in the hot water. And as I do, I just brush the hair down. Because the hot water alone will just settle the hair. image is all done. Let's find a space for it to dry. I'm just going to put it to the side. Now we're going to do Barbie, which was the second one. And that's Barbie done. Now we're going to go to restart and we're going to do the same. And now I'm just going to do what I did to the other two girls. And I'm going to run my comb down and their hair is going to be made. And then I'll put them on stands and I just let them, I towel dry them as well. So I normally squeeze the hair out like so. Dry them and I'll let them dry naturally. So we'll then come back to see the final results. Until then. So Jollies, whilst the other girlies are drying, I thought we could get started on a reroute. And the project that I was planning to do for Mermaid, which is going to be now June, because she's not going to be ready. And it is, yes, I got an extra midge, a jeweled hair mermaid midge. And she came to me just as a head. She's got no earrings, she's got no hair, she's already prepped. So let's get started. I might as well get started because otherwise I'll never get it done. So let's go to the rerouting table.